Today I'm going to be learning about Swedish homes, and to do that I'm going to be seeing a comparison between Swedish and American homes. What is different? Yeah, it's interesting to me how homes in different countries are sometimes completely different. Obviously the changes in climate, weather, just general way of life, the sizes of the countries and so on can all have an effect. So really interested to learn more about Swedish homes. If there's anything unique about Swedish homes, please tell me in the comments. And yeah, let's watch this.
Oh hey guys, it's Andrew coming at you. And in this one, after living in Sweden for 6 years, I thought it would be fun to talk about the differences between homes in America versus Sweden. That's coming up, but I feel like we need something cool, some kind of cool thing with slow-mo. We'll get it. So one of the first things, the differences is depending on where you are in the United States, but where I was in Pennsylvania, we didn't always take off our shoes, but in a Swedish home, you're always going to take off your shoes and usually have a spot in a location where we can take off our shoes. It was a little muddy the last couple of days, but I'm going to put this over here. Won't you be my Swedish neighbor?
You be my neighbor.
So getting that out of the way, I want to...
Yeah, so that's something that's interesting that I learned about Sweden and other European countries as well, is that you always remove your shoes when entering the home. That seems like the common sense thing to do, but places like the USA, I know that that's not common. Being from the UK, it's also not common. People do sometimes wear their shoes in the house. I now live in Asia, where I've lived for over 10 years, and wearing shoes in the house is an absolute no. It's unacceptable. People just don't do it ever. Not even one instance I've seen some people or seen someone wear shoes inside the house. So it's interesting that the Asian culture is similar to the European culture. Now that I've moved to Asia, lived here, I would never wear my shoes in someone's house, even my own house. My wife wouldn't allow it anyway. So tell me if you always take your shoes off. Does anybody in Sweden ever wear their shoes inside the house?
Talk about two other things that are going to be different in the homes in Europe and Sweden as opposed to the United States. The next one is the light switches here. If you look at the switches here, the way the light switches work in Sweden is a bit different. Our light switches are a little bit smaller and go up and down like this. So I'll go ahead and link a picture there so you guys can see that. The next difference has to do with the electrical system that we use here. We use the EU plug cable, and in the United States you're going to have to use this prong one as well. And in some homes, funny enough, there's a 3-prong one in older homes in the United States that you need to use. I want to show you something else really.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different in the UK as well. We use a 3-prong one, but it's like they're all the same size, the little things. So yeah, interesting. I never considered that the light switches were different. When I see American TV shows, but I do see those smaller light switches, they seem quite impractical being so small. The bigger ones just make more sense.
Really cool that we have here. This is an oven that I'm sure the technology exists in the United States, but if you throw stuff on it when it's off, it'll start beeping. But if you check this out, if I just put this on and like turn it on instantly, it's an induction oven, which is really cool. You'll see here the water will like instantly start to boil up and it starts to heat up. But the parts here don't get hot, and it's kind of like a smart oven as well. If you leave stuff on it, it beeps. If you're cleaning it, it beeps, and it won't let you have stuff on it when it's off. And what's nice too is it doesn't get hot here. So if you get the camera closer, you can see that the water is actually already starting to heat up. It's the most insane thing I've ever had. I love this technology.
I don't know, I'm just shocked that someone has never seen like an induction cooker before. I thought that was very common. I actually still prefer to use gas hobs. I don't know why. For some reason I just find the preciseness of cooking with these at certain temperatures is more difficult. If that probably sounds a bit stupid, but I feel like I can control cooking with a gas cooker easier somehow. Tell me if this is the only way you have cookers in Sweden. Does anywhere still use the gas ones that you light and it goes? Now that I live again in Malaysia, in Asia, we use these, but I just still prefer the gas ones.
Another thing, guys, that I want to talk about here is the windows in Sweden and how they're different to the United States. A lot of times our windows, and there are older windows in Sweden that open a little bit differently, but the windows we have in the United States a lot of times are like 2 windows here, and you can kind of just slide it up and open it, and we almost always have a screen. but in every Swedish home I've been to here, and I've heard there are screens, but they typically open out like this. And then you can hit the buttons here and you can actually open the whole window out, because in the summer, a lot of homes don't have air conditioning like we have in the United States. But the one thing that annoys me about that with Swedish homes, no offense to everybody, is just simply that the bugs and things can get in. So I'm not a big fan of that. But I can show you one other thing with that is with decks as well. In other homes, it's the same. Like a deck door, like this one we have here, you'll be able to just go ahead and open the whole entire door here and let the air in, which is really nice in the springtime. It's very, very cozy. Just the difference, like I said, is the American homes, we would have like a screen here, which would be really, really nice.
Yeah, so I guess that's common. I guess in the UK we're very similar to Sweden. There's no grills or covers to stop bugs and so on. But is that a problem in Sweden in the summer? Do you get things flying into your house often? I think when I lived in the UK there wasn't so much things come in. Maybe there's more in America that are normally flying into people's homes. Again, the windows are the same in the UK as Sweden.
Guys, by the way, our video today is sponsored by Lurkit.com, your #1 spot for esports and multi-streams. The link is in the description below. Please go and support them. Another thing I want to talk about quickly is door handles and how the door handles work here. In the US, a lot of times we have knobs, but as you can see here, just simply up and down here. So the door handles are different. It's all little small differences. And to the TV tax people, this is a very, very big computer monitor. Thank you.
Do you pay TV tax in Sweden as well? In the UK you have a TV license, but a lot of people don't pay it. Although I think it is illegal not to pay, a lot of people just don't do it, especially because a lot of people don't watch normal TV these days. They just watch YouTube and Netflix and that sort of thing. Here in Malaysia there's no such thing, but I never knew you had a Swedish TV license as well. Tell me how much it costs.
One thing I want to mention that we don't have here is staircases. A lot of times in the United States, staircases just go straight up. Again, I'll put a picture in. And in Swedish homes, I've noticed a lot of more modern Swedish homes having more of a spiral staircase, which kind of utilizes more space. This is the room that has the biggest differences in it. And this is our bathroom, and I'm just going to show you a couple of unique things we have here. The first thing I want you to look at is the toilet. And although our toilet only has one flusher here, many toilets in the United States are going to have the flusher on the left or the right here. Our home only has one flusher, but most modern homes, this is a little bit older home, most modern homes have two flushers. One is for the pee and one is for the poo, and it's supposed to help with the overall flushing. As an American, it was kind of tough to get used to, because let me tell you, when I pee, I still want to get that flush all the way out there. I don't want to keep that still there, but it's a nice little extra thing. Now, let me go ahead and show you our shower, because this is also a unique thing. Now, most shower places in Sweden utilize this space. As you can see, this bathroom is utilized. It's also a laundry room, and this is really cool here because this is a washer machine / a dryer machine, but most Swedes, including myself, we typically don't use the dryer so much in the summertime. We actually hang our clothes out, which is a difference from the United States, because we typically have a Swedish. We typically have a washer and dryer, and we actually have a room for that. So it's really cool that we utilize the space here.
Wait, so in Sweden the washing machine is in the bathroom? That's quite a shock to me in itself. He was talking more about actually having the drying, like being able to dry in that machine. But for me, being from the UK, our washing machine is usually in the kitchen. Is that normal to have your washing machine in the bathroom? Do you ever have your washing machine in the kitchen in Sweden?
But like I said, a lot of shower areas, the bathroom utilizes the space because you have, I'll show you here, how this closes. This kind of folds in on itself here, so we can fold this part in. A lot of times in American homes, I've never really seen this in any home, but maybe a few, but most of our showers are completely attached to the wall here, and we can't move them. But in the Swedish homes, you can do this, which is really cool, because you want to go like this, this. You can reach all those areas with the pressure.
That's the same in the UK.
It's just one of those things that we don't have in the United States as common, that I just find to be interesting. Hey guys, remember these? Come in. This is my recording studio. This is where all the magic, the YouTube magic that you see happens here. But one thing I want to talk about, well, is the lights here and how they work. I'll show you. And maybe this happens in the States, but I don't think so much. But you can see that, like, you can actually just like pull this off the wall here and unplug it, and you can take the whole thing down. I'm not going to do that now because I won't be able to put it back
I've never
up.
seen that
As
before.
you can see here, I'm not the tallest guy. But I never noticed this in the United States. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments below. But yeah, I just think that's different.
I never seen that before. Is that common? I just thought they were always just built into the ceiling. The wires go through to the light switch. I didn't realize you could unplug
Hey guys,
them.
welcome to my bedroom. I just want to show you one final thing, and that has to do with the way that the final bed sheet or the big bed sheet is. In the United States, what's different about this is that it's just one sheet by itself. And these Swedish sheets, a lot of times you can see here, there's like a sheet, actually an inner sheet inside here. You don't wash this part, you wash the outside part. Our sheets is like one big sheet, the final sheet, I guess, and we wash it, but not all the time, not as often as you wash everything else in your clothes. And I want to talk about this final thing, this the wall here. The parts in the American homes, we usually have like a little bit cheaper drywall. Some places you can just like punch right in, but this is concrete. It depends on the place you're in, but a lot of these places are a lot more sturdy here, and you're able to not punch through them so easily. Not that I'm punching so much in the home.
That's what I was going to say, man.
Oh, hey guys.
This guy's quite good. Yeah, that's one thing I do hear usually, like people say about American homes, is the quality sometimes is not so strong. It can be made of wood, the houses, have that drywall, whereas European homes can be more brick and concrete, so can feel a bit more solid.
So thank you for checking out this video. I'm about to take a nap because, I'm 31, I'm a bit of an old man right now. And I just wanted to, I'm sure I missed some stuff here, but I was excited to do this video. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. So put in the comments below the things that I missed. And again, if you're new to the channel, would love to have you subscribe. I talk about things in Sweden. Please visit the sponsor we have in the list below. And I'm going to see a nap, guys, so hej då.
Tell me what you think about that. Yeah, tell me if those things are normal in Swedish homes. Tell me if there's anything else that's interesting in Swedish homes that wasn't mentioned on there. Anything that's maybe unique in your home compared to other Swedish homes as well. So yeah, interesting video, and as always, recommend some other videos and topics, and I'll check them out soon. Thanks.